really nice things
Let's
that
see what
Leviathan have
C9
used
got for
against
us.
other teams.
Whoa,
Just
let's see what
because
Lever
they
got
see
for us. We
weaknesses
got
where
triple
others
frenzy. Sure, I'm in for this.
So how are they
Triple
going
frenzy
to
on
look
defense. Everyone else is a
Leviathan, or will they
four-person
even
classic on the
achieve that?
attack.
One thing I've been
Utility
looking
heavy.
at, though, is Cloud9 have only lost one map in the last 5 series that they've played.
It's kind of big, going for a punish over towards short, but we exec over towards long. But do they expect 2 people short?
Continues. They're fast with it, they're pacey, but Leviathan have a couple of strong members here that have been able to keep them back a bit.
Honestly, not bad. Bit of a heavy stack. So right to have it in a 2-on-2 at the moment. Zephyr gets real early. Look at the pings, they were perfect. I like these pings. This is where he could have been as well, and this was nice. If he was running, those pings were spot on, whoever was doing them.
Whether or not he can actually make it in time towards C to get that plan. Instead, it's going to go right up the middle, in between both Leviathan players. Does not know exactly King's position.
The timing may work out for him.
Well, that's kind
Has a fault line.
of disgusting.
This is going to be tough.
Clearing every corner, spotting one. Waiting for the challenge on the second that will not come.
It's a baby dink though, only 20 HP.
He's got the fault line. He's going to take the fight, and they're both weak!
Whoa! Oh god, that was savage. That was actually savage, and he gets a plant as well. That's disgusting.
Game after what just happened
That was sick.
on that first one. That is such a good play for Zeus, and he funneled them in perfectly.
That's so good. Celebrates arm up as he goes and plants as well, and then gives him a little wave. Mad respect for that one. I loved everything about that.
Makes the dash over towards A and baits them in perfectly.
That was so sick.
What an opener for him.
Cover going out.
What an opener. Leviathan with just pistols here. 2 rifles for Cloud9. 1 in the hands of Rooney and 1 in the hands of Zelsis. And he earned it after that last play.
Just a contact walk over towards C. No one here. Big A stack for Lev. Pretty nice on this one.
Full stack over towards A.
Looking pretty
Now
nice.
wondering how best to set up not only the ults for the future rounds, but also this post plant. I think the most important
Do I like
thing,
Sky in this map?
Not only
It's a
this
comps,
drone
right?
coming into garage, but pushing Zeppa up deep so he can get wild early information
I like Sky in every map.
about when and where the flank is coming from, because you know it's going to be some sort of flank at some point. What was the point of that? Just purposefully set off the turret to make it. I think to make it seem like there's going to be a flank through garage instead.
Not even that. I mean, they got to try to get to the spike.
I don't know if it's going to have the
Like they have
effect.
to kill the turret.
Looks like they want to actually funnel in to just die to spike, but they're going to be met with at least Leaf. This is looking like it might be a really good
Oh Jesus!
attempt from
Oh.
Leviathan to save or actually get killed by the spike, but instead they're all going to fall. And now
Stack
Zeppa
him on the killjoy as well. Not too bad at all.
Every single one of them.
The important thing that Leviathan wanted to, you could tell how they were playing, not only to find maybe an exit if there was somebody like Leaf walking up there, but they all wanted to die to the spike without giving up. Especially more kills to Zelsis, given how close he is to his orbs. But not to anybody, honestly.
Okay.
And I think that
And
was
then
worst,
now
almost
we are
worst case
1
scenario.
away.
Zeppa
Surely this
getting
is
3
too
kills
obvious
there.
to go for this orb. Surely Lev have a plan to stop this.
Looks like another fast C hit, Doug. Same turret, same fault line, same flash about to come out.
Mizzino's here this time. Perched up top, Leaf unaware. Still stays
Oh, he
alive.
doesn't even go for it. He's going to try to get the plant over one sick.
He's gonna go for, I mean, swing through the
Oh
one-way.
man, this is there.
And Shy doesn't
This is
necessarily
the
know
first
that's
buy.
there. He does hear it, and they're funneling even further
Zelsis did
now.
get the orb in the end, unless he got a kill, but
This is
I'm
going
pretty
to
sure he
be
went and
not
got the
only a
orb, and
bonus
then now they get
conversion
the
from
plant as well,
Cloud9,
trying to get
but
maximum out of it. And it's
I mean,
that
an
thing again
insanely
where we're
good
so
setup for
early
them
on,
into the future of this
and
match.
Lev are just saving, and the money just becomes
they're gonna
out of
have
control. And
Breach ult.
C9 again know that
Once
they
the
like
next
to
round comes
save.
up, especially if they get any guns
and
down
they
here.
hunt
If they get
very
any guns
early
down
on.
Here, they force Leviathan to save at some point. The ults are
I
going to
think
be
MC is the
crazy
best
in
coach
that
in
round
tier 1.
5.
We're never going to really know who the best coaches are, but
Jake
you
is
can
getting
definitely
close
be
here.
like, this person is a
C59
great
on the
coach,
prowl.
and MC
Yeah,
definitely
plenty of
falls
time
under
to
that.
walk through A here too. Depending on how
Like,
much
he's
info he
definitely a great
sees, he might
coach.
go for so much, but it's only Taco spotted.
See Zelsis with the fault line ready. I don't think anyone's going to be there. Challenge in time. Oh, hang on. Short's got a lot. King falls.
Spotted one more.
Traded back. Yeah, it looks like they're going to be able to preserve some of it.
Damn, they really went heavy for that one.
Leaf has his ult now. Yeah. Rooney, 2 off.
Yeah, not too bad. We're just looking solo with the ults. Lev, light armor. They managed to get a buy out of here. They've got the judge in, and we are kind of close to these two ults.
Right now, Mazino with the judge, though. No util missing for Leviathan, somehow, some way.
Heavy lean towards A, where you have the fault line set up, push Nazar off the angle.
Unless the team has like an insane legacy, then obviously we know who the best coach is. But I think that's very, very, very hard in this game. But there is some potential for that.
The turret's gonna help.
Turret might not be
then
fast
I'm
enough to give
pretty
the
confident we can just say that they're the best.
Into the sideline too. Yeah, you were right. It was not fast enough. Good flash out from Zelsis. Be careful not to overcook.
Leaf is scaling. I mean, he's just too good.
Of course he is.
Damn, dude, he's just sending it at them. Look at this hold.
It's so dynamic from these guys.
It's too good.
Leaf with the last one too. That smoke to swing out to the left there, fading right as his teammate is also starting to scale up on that right wall.
Then let's run.
It's perfect jet play in my mind. There's an aftershock to clear that corner
look
to
at
funnel them into Leaf.
He's a beast.
Looks like
It's perfect. It's perfect. Dealing with that situation again after losing Jake. Don't forget that turret didn't spot him early enough, and they recover.
That's the good thing about this team as well. It looks like they all have so much fun, and obviously winning is fun. But they look like a good team to just laugh together and just have fun. Even rounds they lose.
Dashing down, but again, it's just so well handled.
Yeah, look at this. Nice stun from them. Damn, they put in these ults into it as well.
The ult, but the Killjoy ult is going to be up in the next gun round. So that's a big investment there. They're looking to win this eco right now.
They move over towards C. They invest, yeah, freely. Any? Nope. Okay. Oh boy. Wants to try get out and save the gun. There's a gun down here. 3-on-3. Maybe it's doable. They kind of want to win it because they use so many ults into it. We're gonna get a smoke at least, so they're gonna play on site.
The spike ticks away. Cloud9 digging their heels in, holding on to the site. They have not played back off. Sees Elsis now try to check the flank and make sure that there's no one creeping up behind him, but they're gonna get the kills all they need on the site.
One enemy remaining.
It's just so clean from Leaf, man.
Here.
Jesus.
Turret down.
Craziest part here for Cloud9 to me is a team that constantly is shutting down insane star power outside of maybe like Loud, and that was early in the season.
Right.
Nobody's really been able to have that same sort of impact against this team. And Leaf does this sort of performance.
What is going on with Leaf? I mean, he's just farming.
He's never getting shut down.
Okay.
Conversation shifted throughout the season about.
Lever really late with their timeouts as well. Majority of teams take it like 4-5 if they're 5-0 down. Lev seem to kind of wait until the 6-7 mark.
League probably shifted into definitely being a top 2 player in the Americas League, shifting into him being a top 3 potentially global.
Right, up comes out, and honestly, they're going over towards it. So drone goes in. Is the Omen gonna take this?
Another. This time well traded by Taco though.
Wait, but
he's got the 100 Shuri, he's got a flash, he's got a paranoia. How he's still alive just kind of blows my mind.
How did he?
Oh my!
He gets another.
How did he actually get that kill?
Site finally.
Oh, nice.
Tries to vacate the site.
Great movement, but Zepp's
he's owned them.
Got one.
Hey, even with Taco finding so much value.
He just jumping and then he wallbanged, I guess.
They're on the verge of losing the 6th round in a row.
I thought originally it was a Sova tag, but then I looked and there was no Sova assist. So I guess he just jumped and just got insta spam by one guy.
That pistol too.
Ult to secure this one as well makes a lot of sense. Why not?
In economic situation where they're going to be buying every single round from here on out.
Yeah.
But they've got to put an end to this onslaught from Cloud9. They're freely getting the
C9 can be loud. I think there's a lot of teams that are like on their day can beat anyone.
Are so good in this specific round, slowing down.
So it's not like could they. Like I'm very confident they could. It's just like on their day.
But then even after all that happens, Taco
Just
gets
depends
the
what
one,
day it is, really.
They chase him down.
Depends
by
on the
pushing
prep,
up in
depends
the
on
window,
stuff like that.
recognizing his teammates are going to come to flood and assist him to try to get off that site.
Okay, like we said,
I'm
6-0.
honestly surprised this
Timeout
is
comes
coming
in. They
at this point
need
from
something.
Leviathan from owner. I would have expected him to be furious with the way that this first couple of rounds
You
went.
missed yesterday's matches. How come Loud lost? You should check it out. Uploaded the VODs today just for you.
There you go. We got a little something going on. Oh, it was short-lived. Sorry.
They were loud at the beginning.
Yeah, they were.
Respect. Respect the loyal fans.
And sadly, this scoreline right now for Leviathan is...
Havosin, thank you so much with the prime. Appreciate it.
Well.
Thank you. Chat, new member of the Slug Club as well. Welcome in. What the hell was that slug spam? I did one? Sure. Chat, cover me. Put some slugs in.
It might be the crowd.
Yeah, honestly, the NRG game, I felt like...
I don't know,
I kind of talked about it. I talked about a lot of my feelings during the game as well, so
had very many reasons to cheer
you can check it out. I think it's worth watching.
The timeline really tells it all. 6 rounds
NRG
in a
look
row.
good.
It goes all the way back to that clutch from Zelsis on the pistol.
Again, I think a lot of people overreact sometimes to like results.
Starting the momentum,
Like I said, there's some teams that can just beat teams on certain
That was a
days.
close round. That's why it's
Not like it's always a sure thing in this game, especially in Valorant. It's not a sure thing. Trey the Hef as well. Trey the Hef, chat, another new member of the Slug Club. Thank you. Dude, why does my spam not work? Is my keyboard broken? What's going on here? There we go. Got some slugs in. Trey the Hef, thank you so much with the prime. New member of the Slug Club. Sure. Put a slug up for a little bit. Apologies to Shy. Thank you so much, mate. Trey the Hef, welcome in.
But also looking to extricate Leaf.
Oh god. They're pushing towards site super early on. I would imagine there was a shock at the beginning for the alarm bot, not entirely sure.
For what feels like the first time this entire map, if I'm not mistaken, there's an opening. There's a numbers advantage, and they've capitalized on it. Jake falls 2.
That's how confident they are at the moment.
Now 3 kills going in favor of the defensive side. Rooney and Zelsis, the only 2 that remain. The spike not planted. And resources
that was almost crazy, but imagine he pulled it off. Again with the breach ult. Breach ult's like this, right? Layers. Okay. And I think it's like... I remember practicing it with someone... What was it, like Soulcast was on Smoker or something? But basically it has to be 3. So like when it's 3 in front of you, then you can TP and then you can beat it. It's relatively hard to get the timing, but it's unreal if you do it. So I respect the attempt.
There is a very real chance that they miss out, given their opponents right now down against Cloud9. Later on, next week against Loud to close things. Of all opponents, it feels impossible.
The NRG game instead, what did you think? Power didn't seem just to be a lot of B hits. Yeah, they mixed up a lot. I was impressed with Loud actually shutting down B, and then I was impressed with NRG actually going around the map itself.
Still find themselves down 5 though. Still have
so it was a cool mixture of everything, really.
You still have another Rolling Thunder that's about to hit from Zelsis.
All right, timeout part 4. Yeah, as Ripmaster Doom is saying, maybe fan buff coming in. They looked over, they're like, we got to do it for her. They get around on the board, and honestly, the money's relatively good. So let's see if they can. Jesus, why did that look like it was gonna hit?
In the right time. I mean, the perfect way, because otherwise that snowball could have started up again. Now it's just Zelsis' ult.
That opening was actually so bold from Leaf. There was not a fault line paired with that from Zelsis. There wasn't a flash or anything like that.
That's right. You've got no haters. Come on.
Catch a timing, and he almost did.
Almost did
Jesus,
again.
He's everywhere. NZR survives.
And this is unfortunate because Leaf is
taking
actually only gone for
taking
Stinger
2
because he was hoping to get so much value out of
each.
the knives. And you can see why. I mean, he was looking for not only the picks on C, but then instantly going back to look for a pick on A.
Zelsis clearing out the turret in garage.
Look at this guy. Still
recon over towards long, but it's only a recon that checks this.
That's now the second bit of Killjoy.
So they don't get full info. But they're looking like they're going to gamble with it. And as we can see, the gamble's right. We've got 2 people here. How can they hold this on C?
This is so...
Oh my goodness, I was going to say, Omen flashes everything here, and he just dies instantly.
Right, either it's aggressive and in your face from Leaf, or it's very slow, it's very methodical, but it's very calculated from Zelsis, from Cloud9. They do everything perfectly.
And I love this from Rooney too. Use this drone, use this dart to add to the hit, and then falls into a lurking position with the turret.
Taco's in a position to perhaps catch a couple unexpectedly.
Oh, 2 big ones.
Yeah, King gets another. Shy waiting in the smoke. Leaf just on the other side. You start to see some of the util come through, and Shy tries to swing, and Leaf cleans him up. Straight back and forth. It's gotten into a 1v1. Leaf has struggled. Oh, but it's Zeppo who plucks Taco out of the sky.
10 HP.
That is such a crazy attempt from Taco. And unfortunately, Zeppo's clutch there wakes up the audience in favor of Cloud9 with a little bit of prodding from the Latam side of it.
Tasp.
And it looks like not only the players want to make a statement, but Cloud9's fans too.
Taco with the up, close by, tagged instantly.
Well,
the dart, he was done.
There's a dart there. Did he add an extra bounce than normal? Maybe.
Since that timeout,
Felt like he added an extra bounce and he smoked where it normally lands. I'm not entirely sure.
It honestly feels like without playing Neon here, they're still working the map in the same way that they did on Lotus. Shifting between the A side, the C side. Looking for kills everywhere based off of little timings.
It's another C. Mizzino's been having the roughest time on C. Either he's jump spotting and getting melted, or he's getting tapped to the back of sight. Like, they look weak over towards C for sure, but can't really blame this one on him. He's already lost 2 of his mates. Yeah, just insta go into save here. Extra bit of money. C9 probably going to hunt again.
Especially given the fact that that AWP was down from Taco instantly. Looks like we're back to that round 4.
Uh-huh.
We've seen this situation before, this time much more entrenched positions on the A side.
It's also interesting to see Lev moving the operator out of what would potentially be the reach of Cloud9 right here, while still having rifles to work with in case they get pressured, which is what Cloud9 has been doing. So they have the tools to fend this off. It's the first one going in favor of King. Jake swinging around.
They're not going to get that up.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to be able to keep it. Nope.
Yeah,
that's the op.
I actually think that's a mistake, Doug, to cycle that op up there and then go down and fight short. That op is so good in situations to hold the long-range angles while you're saving that you should be using that instead. For example, he could have walked down, used that op on short, and held that angle A long for so long and even played a crossfire. They weren't thinking of the setup there. I think King just uncomfortable with the weapon.
One might be all they get.
They have 3 hero rifles.
They got some ults.
Taco has knives, so this is a pretty decent
Maybe they are abusing C. Oh my goodness. Okay, Recon goes in, no one shoots it, so they know there's no one here. This is the cue to go. Mizzino's been having a rough time.
Here's that hit. We've seen it before.
Doesn't look like this one's going to be any different. Tell me at least dodges the ult though, right? Okay, he leaves site. They got some ults to retake. They got the Killjoy ult.
Into a different position than they've used previously, specifically because of this. But I think there's a nano and
there was a timeout at 6.
But it didn't go. And Jake didn't get the cancel off. But there's a pocket back sides.
4 HP. He tried taking Shy down.
He got the main kill though. He killed the Omen, so they can no longer block vision. And they don't have tacos, so they can't have anyone dueling up top. Like, it's so hard for C9 to lose this.
You can see it has all the makings of it.
Jake killed the most important person. Oh god. Okay, or just hit every single shot. Okay, I take it back. It's very easy to win this brownie.
And there, the flank from, I think it was Zappa in Garage, just found no value.
Yeah, they just hit some shots though, to be fair to them.
Going on there. And for the first time, Leviathan actually attempt the retake and also get it. In a situation where Mizzino just forces himself off the site instantly.
Right.
Finally, it looks like Cloud9 fell into the protocols that Leviathan expect, that Leviathan are good at. And not only because of the knives that happened last round. Not only did Leviathan just win a round, but they've got the op up now from Taco, despite losing 2 members on that hit.
Okay, change up.
Here.
Oh, that's going to be
Spot
good for
both.
one.
I
Surely.
mean, the shot splits
Oh,
the
no.
uprights right in between them
Second
both.
shock.
That aftershock forcing Taco out of the way. They know where the op is now. They've identified Taco. You know he's updrafted. You know he's dashed.
Cloud9 gave the opportunity there for Taco to go for more, but then when he thought he had that chance, they sprung the aftershock, made it impossible for him to stay. This util is good from the Leviathan side, but they're not actually denying the plant yet. Here's the breach ult, and they're going to use it to funnel into the ceiling.
Oh, damn.
While there was a paranoia coming in from that
The
side,
way he dinked him.
and that keeps him on the site, and that might be exactly what Cloud9 wanted. Zappa trying to control the spray and land one. 3v3 left.
They just flipped it all the way over to the seaside.
Yep.
And
So
look
you're
at their
right.
position.
I mean, they were completely ready for that breach ult to come in and had a plan
Strong.
to react to it. Rooney on the lurk again.
Rooney good off
So
angle.
weak.
Oh, relax yourself.
I feel like I've seen this round before.
Yeah, I love that from him.
Just we got there in a different situation, but the position's the same. Rooney on the lurk, holding down the push from B. And now Cloud9 has gotten into, I mean, a crossfire on their spawn. Disgusting.
Looks like it's going to be another attempt from Leviathan to save some prized possessions and weapons.
It's round 11 again. Last round coming up. They definitely have to get the op saved, but everything else, at least Noswork can buy as well.
All right, let's see if they can get 3 again.
For Mazzino, who's going to need it.
That was kind of crazy from Leaf. I love the pivot over towards C as well. I like the reaction from the ult. It was very nice. Very, very nice.
Potential to
And
have
from the,
exact same score
breach
that we
ult.
had on that first map. Leviathan made a run at it in the second half, but this almost feels out of reach at this point. Maybe the second half is the difference maker, but for Leviathan, you want to keep it as competitive as you can, get to 9-3, and then maybe have a shot at it through the pistol.
I mean, especially given the chance, I mean, that very real chance it could come down to tiebreakers for Leviathan. The maps are the most important, but we said it. We looked at the top of the day about the tie breaks. Round differentials in there at some point.
Shy's tucked in this corner, and I don't think they know. Oh, are they spamming him right now?
Oh
They're
god, the
trying for it
drone
to
as
stop
well.
and tap.
Surely the drone checks close, right? Oh,
Still
he
not
didn't.
cleared.
Good ult to actually protect Shy there.
But he hit.
But he just gave up his position. He's staying there right now. Leaf has the opportunity
He
to
owned
strike,
it, and
with
then he
that reload,
decided to
will.
make
I think he was
sounds.
terrified that he may have been spotted by that drone, forced out, and then you're right, shoots, gives everything away, and falls for it.
It feels like an eternity since this round started. That battle in Garage lasting so long, but
He's
still
too
a
good.
minute left. And
He's just too
they
good.
will eventually force their way in
Just
here.
accept it.
Lockdown as well
He's just too good.
to allow them to rotate off the site. This turret right now getting broken from Noswork
Another C, yeah, it's been so many
allows them to
Cs.
set up a trap play on Garage.
Got the fault line set up from Zelsis too to allow.
They're not even holding the spike right now.
Oh,
They just, I mean, they're looking to make a statement.
yeah, they're giving
Holy
it.
smokes, are they?
They just ran through Zeppa's own molly against Taco. There's no way you expect that. And the thing is, there's so much space now for Noswork to clear, given what Cloud9 did in the early. Leaf is staying in such an easy position to close out the round.
Caution here.
No way, he picked up a gun with 0
And the
bullets.
double swing. Even worse than Lotus now for this first half.
Switching sides.
You know,
Oh,
there
boy.
there was so much conversation that we had around what
They got
Leviathan would
two.
look like
Man, this is
after
so
their
dominant.
last win last week. They looked so comfortable. They looked so loose. They looked like they were back to the form that people expected out of them coming into the season. But this entire series is throwing it right back into their faces. Let's throw it back to Golden Boy down at the desk to break down that half.
Couldn't agree more about what you just said there, Doug. It felt like last week it was all smiles and good things for Leviathan, but right now the conversation is all Cloud9. They are dominating Leviathan, and I can't believe that those are words that I'm uttering right now. Week 7 into the Americas League.
I think Cloud9 are playing the second best Valorant in the world currently, behind Fnatic. I think they're that good.
That's a bold statement.
It's been ridiculous what they're showcasing. And Leaf is one of the primary reasons why. His read on the game is superb. Obviously, his mechanics are also fantastic, but the way he reads what's happening sets him up for kills that you just would not expect.
Yeah, It's Leaf's world, and we're just
We're just living in it. I couldn't agree more, man. It genuinely feels like Leaf is going out there and doing whatever the man wants, and he's getting away with, and his teammates are supporting him as well.
Definitely, yeah.
That's the other part of it. It's one thing to go out there and be a top fragger like we've seen so many players in VCT, but to do it the way that Leaf is doing with the support he has, it's incredible.
Yeah, I want you to take a look at this round, right? Mazzino goes for the jump peek. Leaf instantly punishes it. Ridiculous. Zeppa's already up in garage before Leviathan even realized they want to go for it. And Jake decides that he can go for this cheeky punish and get rid of Takolia. They know what Leviathan are going to do before Leviathan even know it. And to be honest, I don't think that's based on VOD review prep for all of the stuff that I was talking about on the desk earlier. It's just that Cloud9 read their opponents like nobody else.
Yeah,
they know the game.
Definitely one step ahead every round so far.
And that is been
Never ops, yeah, not really. Sometimes on the sand, he likes to rifle
work
a lot.
themselves out of this rut, but at a 10-2 scoreline.
They need to beat Loud. Give up on this one. Go and beat Loud next week.
Hey, you know what, guys? If it keeps going like this, we'll see you in not too long. So we'll send it back to the casters for now.
Yeah, Golden Boy, you're right. There's a potential for a very quick close to this series. Again, Cloud9 up 10-2 at halftime, and Leviathan with a whole lot of things they have to solve in a very short amount of time, Ball.
Yeah, it's funny that Josh says that about the next game, because I was at the beginning of Lotus, I was saying the same thing. Just go next. Let's go to Haven. Let's see what we can do on there. Because it definitely felt like Cloud9 was just dominating.
Let's see if they can get a pistol
only go
then.
next so far, though. Maybe they hold here. Zelsis right back to the scene of the crime. Remember, opening pistol. This is where he hit that 1v2. It's got a classic this time.
There's 4 players, actually all 5
That's
players
all
from
of them,
Leviathan and a Link, and they're set up to play a post plant from this position. It's planted for them here. But can they hold this? Cloud9 are literally ready for it because of the audio cues that they've gotten.
Rooney with a rare miss with the Sheriff. Zealous is still alive. That paranoia is going to hurt. They're going to swing out from that. They've set up everything to try to
I didn't get too much for the EMF flash. I'm just going to try stick this.
Oh my goodness.
Oh god, it's close.
Got it halfway. Zealous is going to have to clutch us out again. The benefit is there's an opportunity.
Okay,
There was a very small one.
we're here again. Lev win a pistol. Maybe it's back on.
And I think they're Cloud9 understanding what was going on. I mean, we've been talking about how clear they know what is happening on the other side, what Leviathan is doing before they know what they're doing. And it felt like that again. But this time they make the wrong decision and give them too much rope inside of A-Link. They wanted to hang them, but instead a fuse was blown and Leviathan just completely demolished them. I love how Taco was able to pounce there as well onto the defuse. Well, Zeppa's just going for it.
Had 3 kills in that very quick succession.
But I mean, Leviathan, despite winning the pistol here, it's so funny.
Same thing for them. Double pistols.
You think you won something that'll change the outcome.
Nah, we're just sticking with
Right
VCT.
now they have their second real fight of the second half. Because these pistols are they're just so good. It's never a done deal.
Oh, especially when Rooney is a Sheriff.
Jake bought a Ghost too, actually. That's actually been more and more common in the meta. Few players are doing that on these ecos. I think it's very good when it's actually light armor. It just takes 1 dink and a shot.
Cloud9 are playing this so respectfully. They're not taking any space. They're not trying to do anything cheesy. Got a decent setup with the nanos on B. Leave they're waiting to clear.
30 seconds left.
But the hits, hey.
I thought for a second there Leviathan was going to show something else and go for a dry walk, which would have gotten them the site.
This is fine though, it's looking good at the moment. We'll see what the retake can do.
And now they've given him a chance to flood, but Taco instantly takes him out, and looks like they're handling this quite well.
Yeah. I would have to agree with you. You can see Leaf tried to dash his way out onto the side and catch a timing to perhaps see them unexpected, unaware. Yeah, but they handle it beautifully. Rudy still got his 2 with the Sheriff.
Oh my goodness, guy.
That's still right though, but this is kind of what they prepped for anyway in terms of 2 rifles. This is the outcome that they want, so kind of a very good bonus for this, and they're gonna need to win it, so
it's the movement.
It's a good thing.
In most of these cases that I'm seeing in this game, the movement is so nice. Trading a little bit of damage, but easily getting himself, while the other player is settling in on going for a spray or going for the shot on him. Settles easily on his head. It's distinctive. Very few players are really putting work on their Sheriff.
Damn, this is aggro over towards him.
Leviathan brought the gap down to 6. And with the weapons that they have, look to convert for more. Leaf is going to get spot. Oh, no.
Oh, God.
He's not going to get spotted.
And there's 2 of them here. Nice flash with the Omen flash as well. Double flash.
Leaf,
Jesus.
There's a paranoia on that guy, but he's able to recognize instantly that, yeah, he's nearsighted.
They know that that doesn't clear all of this,
so
though,
he just
right?
dashes away. And his real
So just going to try luck into this.
The Celsius flash instead.
Jay caught with utility.
Oh my God, he still gets the kill and he's smoking out long.
How often is this guy actually getting caught out and still winning the fight? There, obviously, Shy goes to break the turret when he sneaks through that. Not the turret, the alarm bot, excuse me. Or maybe whoever it was, I think maybe Zeppa holding.
Something caught his attention.
Yeah, so Jake gets the ability to get back into that. He was looking to smoke A, I believe, in that instance.
30 seconds left.
20 seconds. I think everybody knows what's about to happen. Don't have to speak it. Cloud9's hunting for it. The 20-second crunch.
King's going to be the first to feel some of that pressure.
10
Catching Jake as he tries jumping into the window.
Cloud9 doesn't have money here.
Nope. And
Yeah, they need to relax a little bit.
Backing up, they're like, let's
They
chill,
really
let's
need
chill.
to relax.
Because they could have gotten in a situation there where they lost. I mean, they won the round, but they lost everybody. And
Man, Lev must be the team that saves the most by like, not too much of an exaggeration, but it feels like it's like 3 times more than every other team.
Yeah, a little spotty for sure.
I say that, but we
It's just non-stop, it really is. Durka, what's up? How we doing? How you doing today?
Full rifles, full armor on Mizzino, but light armor the rest of the way. And it looks like they're going to push down too long. Cloud9 are. You've got to set up for a fault line, a flash, a dash. Off the contact, there it is. He's nearsighted, he's stunned.
Oh,
he
God.
does not get away.
There goes your smoker. Instant reaction over towards Garage. This is the gun that, yeah, because they were hunting, so they have a stinger. Not that it changed the outcome of that duel.
Really
There's a
nice
guy
on
in
that.
spawner in
The
25
spike is back
seconds.
sight. They may
Not
not be able
even
to get out
20.
with this. Now for Falls, Shy with the trade.
Can he run towards A? He doesn't have the read to go towards A because they haven't cleared the site right now.
But are they really going to expect him to be from... Yeah, okay, sure.
Leviathan doesn't get into scrappy situations very often, but it looks like they're making some interesting decisions. Shy just doesn't have the info to go and to A-long. Finally, King as well comes through spawn. That's not what you expect.
King against Leaf. If King can somehow plant, he'll have ult.
Taking a little bit of damage.
Dude, they are literally playing a 1v1 that you set up in custom games where all 3 sites are enabled right now because you have no clue where either side is coming from.
Harsh _ 05123 with the prime. Thank you so much, mate. Welcome into the Slug Club.
And there's still so much ground you have to cover.
Thank you, mate.
But there it is. He sees it. The spike.
30
Appreciate you,
seconds
dude.
Well within reach. Time is plentiful, but he's not looking the right way.
Wait.
Now. He is. He grabs the spike.
Hello?
He shoots the gun barrel. Spam, but Leaf
Oh
still
my God, Leaf! Just like, how does he still win that?
Call him King Midas. Everything he touches turns to gold.
It's ridiculous.
That was good.
He's in his element. That's such a tough shot for King to go for, actually, after he falls off that step. I think he wants to approach.
I don't know, man. Sometimes I watch
Instead, he actually tries to go for the spam.
when I used to watch CS and used to watch like Simple and Zywoo. This is a big comparison, yeah, so I'm maybe going a little bit too far. But it just feels like they were made for the game. Like they just have a sixth sense. Everything in terms of their timing's really good. Especially when I watch Zywoo. Sometimes he does it, and I'm just like, damn, he just knows when to do stuff just all the time. Mate, when I watch Leaf, sometimes it reminds me of that stuff where it's just like, how does it feels like he's in the brain of every single player that he's playing against.
A dart at the beginning of the round at insta ults. The dart gets broken and he still finds damage. I mean, what a read there. That was just completely knowing exactly what they're gonna call.
Am I a Simple hater?
And the tendencies that
I like
shown
so
Simple. Far, and maybe what they haven't shown.
He's just a toxic dude, but he's like, incredible. So it's like, sure.
That we get to this position without a timeout.
You'll win some with that. You'll lose some with that.
Side because
me too.
Deploying drone.
Now they're down 2, and Cloud9 just simply in these positions they're able to easily overcome even smoking the dart.
Smoking the dart so that Zellsis can stay where he was.
And they didn't have information exactly about Zellsis there.
Didn't the guy step? I don't think so. Not from what I could tell.
Jake info
30 seconds left.
Doesn't get too much, but I think Zeppa now especially. Leviathan never go into sites without giving info up first. It just never happens. It happened maybe
he only
one
plays
or 2 times
scrims, don't play
I
ranked.
was kind of excited
maybe that's the trick.
But, it's just not
but if he
happening here
watches, like I would rather have a player that watches and plays a lot of ranked, honestly. Oh, what the?
They're back in it. 2 players down in dark.
Certainly gotten a step closer, Zeppa. Considering dropping. He does. That's just so bold.
Okay.
2v2. Drops down to a 1v1. Rooney.
Oh man, they can't catch a break. What a dominant performance. Really strong, fast game from them.
And that's a second seed.
Made this one look
100%
nice and easy.
For Cloud9. We already knew they were going to playoffs. We already knew they had a good chance in Tokyo, but right now they just locked it up in playoffs to have one match be the difference to carry them to Tokyo.